This week in the field, making the time for your photography. Hi everyone, I'm Scott Davenport. Welcome to In the Field. Thanks for joining me today. Briefly before we begin, I want to get your photo questions. I want to hear what's on your mind photographically. So if you've got something that you're thinking about, struggling with, or just want to bounce an idea off of me, hit me up. Comments on the video are great. You can contact me through my website. I usually turn an answer around in a day or two, and hopefully my answer helps you out. I can promise you that your questions certainly help me out because it makes me stop and think about my photography. And we can get better together. That's the whole point of why I sit down and do these videos week after week. So send them my way. Love to hear from you. And today's topic, I think, is it's appropriately placed on the calendar. So we're coming in toward the end of the year, and life tends to slow down, even if it's just a little bit, especially that last week at the end of December. And that's a good time to make some time for using your camera. Now, I've blogged about this, it was several years ago now, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, about how I was making time for my photography. We have a lot of demands on our time, on our lives, whether we're parents, we're working professionals, we're wives, we're husbands, we're spouses, we're all these things, and we're also photographers. And so finding time to spend with our cameras can be difficult. And so I was playing dad, and I had the realization, I've got a window of opportunity here. I can do a little impromptu photo walk in between dropping off and picking up my son for one of his, hanging out with his friends things. So I did that, and I grabbed a camera and I took some behind the scenes footage of it. It's a little different than my normal in the field videos, but I think you're going to enjoy it. So I'm being the chauffeur today for one of my kids, and I've got a couple of hours between drop off and pickup. So I'm going to take opportunity. I'm going to turn it into a little mini photo walk. I'm going to find myself a place to park and then go wander through some of the hills that are up along the bluffs, kind of in the Scripps Pier area, a little farther removed from where I normally am shooting. All right, I'm parked safe and sound. Nice shady spot, so that's nice. It's a little warm today, almost December, and it's still warm in San Diego. And I've packed very lightly. I'm just using single body, single lens, 50 millimeter, no zoom, nothing else, purely walk around camera. And I'm just gonna go head out into the local hills here. There's a few trails. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm nearby something called the Secret Swings. I've seen photos of it, haven't been myself, so I'm looking forward to going and checking that out. Well, the Secret Swing is different than I remember seeing the photos of it. Looks like the swing itself has fallen down, but someone's kind of made the best of it with this branch here. Not the photo I had in mind, but I am going to get up underneath this tree because the way the light's coming through here, maybe there's something to be had. Looking at it from this vantage, I almost wish the swing wasn't there. The way that the cove, so that's the northern side of La Jolla in the distance, the way it's being framed by this tree is fantastic. And if this were a regular swing, this would be an awesome shot. Not happening today. Well, the swing was kind of a bust, and there's not much else in the hills there. So, time to drive around a little bit. I still got time. We'll find something else interesting. All right, so I find myself above parts of the Scripps Oceanic Institute, and I've been to this area before, but always with my wide-angle lens and shooting down toward the ocean with the pier. So with the 50 millimeter, I'm just going to do a little bit of a walkabout, look for some details, and take a few different shots of this type of area that I haven't done before. I call this a pretty little successful walkabout. And it was nice using the 50mm and just walking around looking at things differently. I might spend a few more minutes here before I do have to wrap up and go back into dad mode. But this was a nice little break from doing the parent thing. The tip of the week is to make the time for your photography. And it doesn't need to be a giant amount of time. The point of it is to just spend time with your camera, even if that's just 10 minutes. So it could be a short little walk around your yard or inside your house. I know it's winter time in many places and it's cold outside, so you could do a photo walk in your house. Anything. If you want to make it the big grandiose, I'm going to go capture the epic landscape or drive halfway across your country or state to an iconic location, awesome. It could also be, I've got 20 minutes between errands and, well, what can I find where I am that might be interesting? So make some time for yourself, get your camera out of the bag, and make some photos. And that's going to do it for this week in the field. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, let me know somehow. Comments on the video are great. Likes, thumbs up, any type of icon that's on whatever you're viewing this video in. If you can hit it, that lets me know you got some value out of this. I do really appreciate those. And if you got questions, please send them my way. I'd like to hear from you. Until next time, my name is Scott Davenport, and happy shooting.